Greetings. Boxy Brown is here with you for yet another hunt. I'm using a lance. Let's take a look at it. It's the Paladin Lance. Gives some defense, decent damage for a lance, and good sharpness. Can't complain. I'm gonna be using a lance again, just like Don Quixote. What will we be fighting, though? Let's take a look. Ah, there we go. Water wyvern in the desert. Alright, so there is a wyvern that swims around underwater. A Plesioth. This sounds properly challenging. For this mission, I have brought something special. I have brought frog bait, since I can fish him out, and this time I will remember to do it. And where is it? Well, it's, there it is, Sonic Bombs. Basically, it's the only way to get him out of the water. Just kind of like with the Cephadrome. You have to use it to get him out of the water. Oh, in the sand, out of the sand in the case of Cephadrome. So let's pick up the goodies. And then we will head out to Area 7, I believe it is. That's where he wanders around in this mission. Well, that's where he starts. Yes, Area 7, actually. We'll start by taking the rations. And hopefully he won't get upset when I'm trying to fish him out. I've been trying to do this a few times. I've fished him out, but, you know, either something goes wrong with the recording that he's a jerk and I spend all my Sonic Bombs, or I fail to fish him out. This intro goes on for a while, actually. Alright, there he is. So, yeah, I've had some problems doing this, because for some reason I've encountered it to the point where it's this guy. He will, well, a few recordings, he would just jump out of the water, jump back into the water, jump out of the water, jump back into the water, every time he used a Sonic Bomb, and he would never allow me to get a hit on him, so that was really frustrating. I mean, not just really frustrating, extremely frustrating. Those F-Zeros are gonna bull rush me again, aren't they? Sorry, I've just had some really horrible luck with this, where they always interrupt my fishing. Well, that's previous recordings. And there we go. When the frog sinks, you push the X button, and then you start fishing. The biggest fish I've ever caught. When you fish him out like this, he will drop a shiny. This will also allow me to get some cheap shots in on him. Though, don't count too much on it. Oh, he didn't drop anything this time? Ah, darn. Well, I guess he just has a chance. Anyway, fighting this is a little bit more tricky than with the Gun Lance. The Gun Lance has the advantage of the fact that I can shell and I can go straight through, well, thank you, Mr. Plesioth, through the armor with shells. I can definitely see why people have a hard time doing this fight, and that it is kind of a hurdle for them. Their first really big wall in this game where they get stuck for a little. Mainly because this guy's hide, most of the places on his body, well, you're gonna need blue sharpness to even, you know, your weapons will bounce off without blue sharpness in most places on his body. So it can be a really annoying fighter, actually. Sometimes he'll jump out a lot, sometimes he won't. Like I said, several recordings, I've had it where he just wouldn't get out of the water. I mean, I'd complete the hunts, and it'd be something like I spend 30-40 minutes killing him because he'd waste all of my sonic bombs. Not just because I'm a terrible hunter this time, but because he has Cephadrome syndrome, I want to call it, where they will jump out from their hiding spot, and they'll maybe do one attack. Sometimes they'll even ignore doing an attack and just jump directly back into the sand or water or wherever. And it'll be really annoying. Now, there's one danger when you use a sonic bomb. When you use a sonic bomb, he will always be enraged when he comes out of the water. Another danger is the only real place to hit him is his legs, because damn, he's huge. So most weapons will just be able to chip away at his feet, where half the time you're going to be bouncing. Also, when he does that attack, when he's jumping out of the water, if you're standing under him, he will sleep you, in fact. So I'm a little sad that I only got to show that off in one video. And I think he's preparing to run back into the water again. Yes, he is. See, this is what he did to me all the time. Whenever I'd use a sonic bomb, get him out of the water, he would run back and forth like this. By the time I caught up with him, and I actually should have just taken the advantage that he was doing that and let him sleep, just for the heck of it, just to show it off. And he's gonna run back into the water. This is Plesioth, ladies and gentlemen. This is what he does. He runs on his hind legs. Well, I guess I can't really call them hind legs, but he runs back and forth like that. Also, he's very annoying to paint bomb, I've noticed. And my cat just fell asleep, so I guess that is a good way of showing it off. Oh, shit. Yep. But the weakest spot on his body is his underbelly. You can hit that pretty much, I'd say 90% of the time with green sharpness without bouncing. His legs, on the other hand, about 50-50. Weapons like the gun lance and lance or greatsword have a huge advantage because they have so much reach, whereas weapons with, like sword and shield, for example, they're kinda screwed. They're kind of screwed in the sense that they don't have any reach, and all they can do is chip at his toes or at his head when he lowers it to do his spit attack. And he has a ridiculous amount of sharpness, so you're not really going to get any attacks in, well, properly. Though, if you do bring a elemental weapon, be sure to bring lightning or fire, because, well, that's his main weaknesses. Hell, die, you butt. He's just gonna shoot his beam. But before I do anything, I should get rid of these Hermitors, because they will be a pain otherwise. The fact that they're pretty fast, and the way they scuttle around, it can screw you up. I know it screwed me over one of the times where I just decided, hey, my cat will take care of them, because he focuses on small targets. What kind of attack is he doing? Ah, there, one of those. Just use a sonic bomb, there you go, he's out of the water. And, there we go. Sonic bombs, ladies and gentlemen. And again, enraging every single time. Now, even with a lance and a gun lance, it's pretty dangerous to take him out anyways, you know, just standing between his legs. Because if he does his hip check, you're gonna be devastated. Like that. Telegraphs his moves pretty well, but oof, he can wreck you. He can mess you up. tail slap still hurts quite a bit. You don't want to get hit by his water beam. There we go. That attack. There we go, hip chick. I was wondering when that would happen. I've been stabbing him for quite a while. Just getting in the way of that attack. So that, otherwise it would hurt a lot. Get health back real quickly. Emergency health. Oh no, this is bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I might get knocked out here. Not that it's very surprising that I'd get knocked out. I am the worst hunter after all. The signs of this guy's weakness is the fact that if his fins flip down, then it's kind of like with Cephadrome. Fins flip down, weakness. I just don't like that he's enraged right now. Oh, that almost got me. Also, the Plesioth has incredible range on his hip check. And it'll destroy you. Respect him and give him his space, because the first time I fought him, I nearly lost the fight to him, mainly because I did not respect him. But the second I started respecting him, we had a fruitful relationship with him dying and giving me stuff. And yeah, oh, cat didn't even get hit. Yeah. But the first, admittedly, the first video where I did this fight was a train wreck and a disaster because I was so used to the Gunlance being able to hide behind the shield and do upward stabs. Why did the cat miss with that? He was right in front of him with the bomb. Oh. How do you miss like that? Oh, what? It hit me anyways? Oh, jerk. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. No, I'm always worried I'll get hit by that. There we go. Now I can take some health safely. Ah, lovely openings. But yeah, this guy has incredible sharp. And he's weak. Excellent. Yeah, I'm just gonna block that. I didn't manage to destroy the fin this time. But we did that in the multiplayer, so I feel that not destroying his fin is kind of justified, I guess. I also did attack his legs a lot, I'll admit. And let's try see if I get punished or not. Will I get through? Yeah, I got through. There we go. Captured. Yeah. Hell yeah. That wasn't so bad. This was actually my best capture of this, mainly because it did not take 5 years to do. I'm rather pleased with this. I'm so pleased that... Where's my cat? Oh, my cat's down. I'm sorry, people. No cat abuse. But I guess, in the meantime, we can look at this sweet lance. Look at it. Oh, there we go. Hey, cat! Oh, and I even missed with that. It was just that bad. There we go. But yes, the Plesioth is actually kind of an annoying fight. I'd say he's not as annoying as the Cephadrome. If only for the fact that he actually jumps out of the water quite often, and he just jumps between 7 and 6 as far as my experience goes. I could imagine he probably might also go to 1, but I don't think so. Doesn't have very... he can't run very far. I like that. So, let's see what we got. We got scales, fangs, bones, and more scales. He can also drop fins, but I didn't get any, because I didn't break his fin. Oh well. I hope this was enjoyable, and, at least I didn't die that much this time. finally a decent video on this guy. I'm just happy that's over with. Anyway, I will see you next time, ladies and gents.